been homeless about 3 years now. I was made homeless from Hounslow Council. I was made redundant from the company I was working for. The warden of the property said that I wasn't old enough. The outcome to that was I was made homeless. That put me on the streets. It's sad to say. I know the streets very well now, which is unfortunate.
I've been to Warwick University, where I got a master's degree, and I also got accepted at Cambridge. I lost my passport in January when I was up in St Albans, which was basically lifted by a crack addict. It cost me because I went for an interview and I got the official notification I got the job, but they wanted passport as primary ID, which I didn't have. So I obviously couldn't take the job.
I was put into rented accommodation whereby the rent was so high, the requirements of £650 a week, the council refused to pay that sum of money and I couldn't, off my benefits, offset the difference. I did go back to work for a short period of time, but with no address to send my details to and the bills to pay. I ended back on the streets. If you sleep in doorways, in Cardboard City we call it, you get beaten up, you get robbed, you get mugged.
We've got to help these homeless people. There's so many of them. If it's only for 6 or 7 months while the winter's in, just they can go and have some clothes, shower, clean clothes, bedding, everything. There'll be a load of them probably missed this year in the cold weather, probably dying. My wish, if somebody got off their backside and helped them, is hoping somewhere from in Hounslow where they can go for the winter.
It's shelter.
Shelter, yeah.
Women now on the streets aren't classed as vulnerable anymore, and they're more in danger on the streets than the men are from other men on the streets, unfortunately. They're just so vulnerable and they're trying to protect themselves. Even women who are battered, sometimes they have to get out from a husband who's battering them, and that's happening a lot in Hounslow and other areas. And they need a place of safety to go to. And sometimes they can't wait, they have to get out, and they're on the streets with their children because there's nowhere for them to go. And it would be lovely if somebody could provide a building emergency for them so they can stay overnight and get the help they need. I think they need blankets for the winter, and I think because the weather's so bad now, they need waterproof clothes. They need something to keep them dry.
Very much working for the community of Hounslow being a much happier place to live in. It's a pleasure to be in that position, to help people show love and kindness and gentleness. It sounds easy to say, well, without you we couldn't do it. That's a reality. The way I see it, Neil, is the fact is that we're all doing it together. You know, it's not just us doing something, or we're doing something, we're trying to solve something, we're all doing it together. GlaxoSmithKline is actually part of helping these people. And without yourselves, I mean, you were very kindly donated toiletries this year, towels, and we had some very small towels, and now there's lovely big thick towels, so that makes a difference. We're very appreciative of GlaxoSmithKline, very, very appreciative, because if it wasn't for people like yourself, we wouldn't be here.
Being here this evening's been a real eye-opener in terms of the people who are living literally on our doorstep and around the corner in really difficult circumstances. And the weather this weekend is just a real reminder, with torrential rain outside and really just a lot more to come as we get into the winter. It's going to be dreadfully cold, and you know, these people are really thinking about how they're going to live on the streets. For these people, they're desperately trying to earn a living and hold jobs down whilst living in tents or living in a park. I think there's quite a sense of bitterness at how much or little the council is really doing for them, and I think it's just a real eye-opener in terms of things that we can potentially do to try and make their situation easier, whilst we can't obviously change the political nature of it. So I hope their stories will have touched your heart, and please continue to support all of the good work the charity team does at GSK, because we really can make a difference.